So the last video was about what is shoulder impingement, specifically the anterior impingement, where most people are up and forward like that. So what to do to address it. Today is going to be about soft tissue mobilizations. This is just maintenance work, y'all. This is kind of releasing the muscles that get overly tight and the tissues that pull you in a bad position. That's all we're doing today. It doesn't mean that that's the only thing you should do for the day. This is just maintenance work. So you should be thinking about doing soft tissue work the moment you wake up and then before you sleep at minimum. And if you can do it multiple times throughout the day, even better, but at least minimum when you wake up and when you go to sleep, okay? So, the moment you wake up, you're gonna hit a running list of things that really affect the shoulder. Number one, it's gonna be the pecs, okay? The pecs really pull the shoulder forward, so you hit the pecs. I'm gonna use a softball, you can get this off Amazon.com. And I'm thinking to hit all the musculature underneath this collarbone, okay? So we pull Terrence out here real quick. Boom. All the stuff underneath this collarbone right here, it's all game. And also to the side of the pec here, the pec minor, where it inserts that shoulder there, and even close to the bicep here. All that stuff needs to be hit. So to get that going, what we're gonna do is get the ball right into that spot. I'm gonna start closer to the shoulder first, then make my way to the sternum, okay? Slowly but surely. And I'm gonna try to move through the entire range of motion. So I'm gonna start close to the shoulder joint. Here we go, going down, all the way up against it. I'm gonna turn my head away, and I'm gonna start behind me. I'm gonna put lots of pressure at that ball, really dig, and it really is important to put as much pressure as you can. Don't try to be nice to yourself. Just get after this and turn that head, put lots of pressure. And what we're gonna do first is go through the ranges of motion that you can take your shoulder. Anything is painful, stop before you go to that painful arc and try to activate. So what I mean is, if I'm here and start to go behind my back, say I get a little bit of pain here, I'm gonna pause, dig my pec deeper into the shoulder, and then try to squeeze my blade back a little more as I'm doing it at the same time. If I feel like I can activate my shoulder blade a little more, then I try to go further and pursue the arc. Like, oh, I have a little more range. Great. Take a deep breath. Dig some more. Squeeze my blade. All right, and then I start moving it towards this range of motion. I go. Over here, say I feel some pain. I dig deep. Oh, I feel some stuff there. Turn my head and try to go a little further. Okay? And then you test again. Can I go a little further? Oh, I got some pain here. Pause, dig, squeeze, turn your head away, and then try to pursue more. And then again, you come back like an arc, all the way up and over. If you can turn your palm even, great. Really tack that tissue down and get after it and work all the way towards the sternum doing the same thing. I'd say at least 4 to 5 sets of 10 reps on each segment will be a really good idea to really clean that up. Okay, so that's number one, that's your pecs. And already, you see the difference, right? Just from doing a couple seconds. See my left arm, boom, back here, right arm, there. Left arm, here, right arm, there. Just from a couple seconds of doing pec work, right? So, just because you saw that marked improvement does not mean that it's gonna stick though. Okay, so just be mindful for the next video that we show you. So that's step one, pecs. Step two, when you also hitting the pecs, don't only think of hitting through underneath the collarbone, think about also hitting the side right here, okay? So the way I hit the side of my pec here, I can do this on the ground, or you can do this up against a rig, kind of up to you. If you want to go up against a rig, let's see here. I'm right here, I kind of place that ball to the side of my pec, and just dig into that rig, okay, as hard as possible. All right, it's really important you hold the ball in place here. Get to the side of your pec, and same movement pattern. Go back behind you. I'm gonna hold, squeeze my shoulder back. It's really important the shoulder squeezes back here. And I'm gonna go up and over, just come up to a little bit of range, and then again, up and squeeze. Just back and forth, up and over. We're up behind me. I'm gonna try to pursue a little higher each time. Up and squeeze. Up a little higher. I'm gonna pursue a little more. Up and squeeze. Okay? I'm gonna do it again. 4 to 5 sets of 10 there. Working the side of my pec specifically. So right through here, pec minor. And again, it gets better and better, guys. So all of a sudden, my left arm's going way back. Right arm has a little more restriction. Can't go back as far. Left arm has more freedom. Okay, just from doing that work for a couple seconds. Okay, next step, after hitting your pec to the front, pec to the side, you hit the lats. Okay, the lats are a big ass muscle. So you want to start from right behind that armpit. And it goes all the way through the rib cage a little bit. So if you're looking at Terrence over here, we're starting right back here. And we're working our way all the way through that rib, even a little bit towards the lumbar spine and the end of the T-spine here. Okay, depending on how much muscle mass you have. If you're running into a bunch of bone, then just stay closer towards most of your muscle mass up here. Okay, so hit the lats. A couple ways you can hit this. Again, depending on your level of shoulder flexibility as it stands right now, you can do this on the ground or you can do it up against the wall. I'll show you both versions. You can do it on the ground. And depending too on how muscular you are, if you're not very muscular, I'd say use a smaller ball. If you are you have more muscle mass, use a thicker ball. So I'm here. I'm gonna start with this close to the pit. And if this extended position feels like crap, don't do it. Just come out here, where it's safer, okay? So I'm gonna stay here, start to dig, and you can even play with this and think, oh, I'm gonna try external rotation, okay? I'm gonna try to really rotate my shoulder and get my lat open here. And test this range. Can you go the other way too? Like go this way as well. Really open it up in internal rotation. Slowly go to external, slowly go to internal. Like really explore the inner ranges back and forth here, and then just move it down a segment. Moving it down a segment, and then I'm testing again. I'm going over, and then I'm gonna go internal, and external, internal, and external. And then move it down again. I'm gonna keep working my way throughout the entire lat like that, and see how much range I can get. If you can manage the arm being extended, great, stay there. Think about actively reaching as far back as you can and just kind of rotating your body forward, rotating it back and reach again. But I would say explore all the ranges. Explore this range, come back and do this range, right? Explore this range, come back, do that range, back and forth. Again, I say about 10 reps per segment. Repeat this like 3 to 4 times a day. You'll get the best results, okay? Work the entire lat. Now, you also want to hit your subscapularis, which is deep in here, in front of the scapula, right there, so it's hard to get to. So it's back right there in front of the scap. And then also you want to get to your serratus anterior, which is kind of wrapping around your rib, almost like serrating underneath that pec almost, right here, close to the pec. So to get that entire complex, all I'm going to do is just get this inside my pit a little bit and explore right in front of that shoulder blade. And again, if you can get extended arm, great. You're just going to rotate and reach. Come here, do the same thing. Rotate, 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 back and forth, okay? And then I'm also gonna explore the serratus, so I'm just gonna move this a little bit towards the ribs and do the same thing. Rotate, rotate, back and forth. If I can go extended, great, explore that range of motion too. Reach, and come back, okay? Just really cleaning that all up. Once you get the subscap and the serratus done, and the lats are done, now let's look at my shoulder again. I have my left and right. My left shoulder's gonna go whoop, way back there. Right shoulder, not as much. Right, side by side. So you can see a difference there, right? It's kind of nutty. So just from a couple seconds of that. So that's we've hit your pec so far. The side of your pec, hit your lat, subscapularis, your serratus, right? All that fun stuff. Next on the board, I'm gonna take a look here. We'll do your neck and your traps. So neck and traps, all you need is a rig and a ball, or a door frame. Doesn't really matter, as long as you have something to wedge up against. It's out of the way. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this ball and wedge it in there. What I'm trying to do is put the ball specifically right where my neck meets my trapezius. This area right here, all that fun stuff. I'm trying to really drill into that region. So, okay, I wedge the ball here, and I have to angle myself where I'm almost like spearing myself into the ball. I'm about to tackle somebody, right? So I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna just wedge all the way up against that thing. Really tight, right? Wedge, 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 wedge. And now, as I'm wedging, I'm gonna think about slowly retracting my shoulder blade back. If I feel a painful arc, you know what to do. Stop for a second, just squeeze your blade, activate where you're not painful. Come back down. Explore again. Oh, it feels a little better. I explore the range of motion. Here, I'm gonna try to squeeze. Got it, dig deeper. Always dig deeper, and then try to go the other range. Up through there, up through here, even play with. Out to the side, you're always trying to squeeze your blade, no matter what range of motion you're doing. And don't just passively move your shoulder around, really try to get after that ball. Turn your head away even, explore that range of motion. I can even move my head back and forth. I can go up and down. I can really explore all that. And then what we're gonna find again, when you test my shoulder, you can even just look at it physically. You can see the difference. My left is down, my right's up, right? Boom, I'm here. Boom, I'm here. Left-right comparison. Right, it's kind of nuts. So I don't want to look all uneven, so I'm going to start working on my right side for the next few muscle groups. So that is your neck and your trap region, okay? And if you want to get deeper, you can even get like from here even deeper into this like divot right there. So if you're thinking about divot, I bring Terrence back. You're thinking all this stuff right through this region, okay, right above that collarbone right there. All that wonderful stuff where your neck muscles insert into, just get in there right against the rig, do the same thing. Okay, so that's that. Now, the next thing, mid-back and T-spine. So mid-back and T-spine, all you need is a double ball, just two lacrosse balls taped together, or you can do a single ball, up to you. But you're gonna place this ball specifically on either side of the spine. So it should be on top of it like that per se. It should be on either side. It's hitting all that musculature down the entire length of the T-spine here. You wanna start pretty high, close to the upper traps, and work your way down, okay, down the spine. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna explore a few ranges of motion on the ball. So when I position that ball, I'm gonna make sure that it's on either side of my spine. Do the best I can here. Almost got it. All right, found the first spot. So I kind of wedge my body up against that ball first to find the spot. You see how my neck's doing this weird motion where it's like going back that way? That's the motion we want to avoid because we're doing it all day. So what we're gonna do is tuck the chin a little bit and do a slight bridge. Once we get the slight bridge, we can start working through our range. So we're gonna be here, slowly reach, reach, reach. You're gonna find all sorts of fun stuff in your trap. And you feel like you can't go any further, pause. Take a deep breath. Exhale and reach over here. Reach the elbows straight. Come back down, repeat, same thing. Do a couple reps of going up and down. Also do a couple reps of going across your body. You know, going over and under, like that. One or two of those. One or two of these. And you can even play with going behind your back, squeezing your shoulder blades back into the ball. One or two of these. One or two of these. One or two of these. Just keep playing with the different types of ranges of motion. You can even go here, do a slide on the ground. You can do ER, you can do IR, like explore as much as you can, right? And at least like 4 or 5 sets of 10 of each of these per segment. And then you move the ball down. So just to move the ball down, you just have to scoot your body that way. The ball is down a segment and you work the same thing. Okay, you go through it. Okay, I feel some good stuff in there. Pause, reach, reach, and it just goes up the entire T-spine just like that. Highly recommended. You definitely work on that all the time, every single day. Your T-spine is open, your shoulder blades can work a lot better. Okay, so that's your T-spine work on your mid-back. What we have next, look at my board. We have posterior delt and anterior delt. So I say for me, I'm going to use this ball right there, it's a lacrosse ball. To get the anterior delt, it's fairly simple. I'm just going to get right in front of the delt right there and roll side to side. So if I'm here and I work that delt, I'm thinking side to side across. It's going to feel really gnarly too. I'm going to be right here, turn my head away even, put my hand behind my back, squeeze that shoulder blade, dig, dig, dig. Even play with this position here, abducted. Go back and forth, really clean up that deltoid. It gets really nasty throughout the day. Back and forth. And then when I'm done, again, I have more range of motion. Boom. It's cleaner, cleaner every time. So that's that. Posterior deltoid just means behind the deltoid right there. I recommend using the ground to get in position. So the best way to hit that is think, okay, right behind the shoulder joint, okay? And you'll find it, it's gonna feel very potent. And once I get there, I'm gonna put my hand on my shoulder joint and help guide it towards the ground. This is gonna feel probably one of the nastiest things you feel. And then back forward, even go internal. Really play with it. And then go this way. Now when you go internal, you feel like your shoulder pops up like this, that's when you stop. Dig the shoulder joint down, and that's where you stop. You go back the other way. You go this way, keep the shoulder joint down, dig into that ball, and just go back and forth, cleaning up that shoulder joint right there, okay? So again, I say 4, 5, 6 to 10 on that one as well. And again, this keeps getting better, y'all. So much range this way and that way. It's just nutty how much range of motion I have right now. If I compare it to this one, it's nowhere near as different as that. So that's how quick you can create change. Now, it's surprisingly neglected spot for most people are the psoas and oblique. It's the last soft tissue thing I'm going to show you today. So the oblique, you have muscles that run from the side right here, wrap around the front, even somewhat towards the back, the external obliques and the internal obliques, and also your psoas that runs from your lumbar spine all the way to your hip bone. So it affects how your spine is postured, which in turn affects your shoulder. So we're gonna open up the psoas and obliques. We can just use softball. And I'm gonna fire up from down here all the way through my oblique and psoas region. And it's similar. You're gonna see patterns over and over. It's very similar. I'm just gonna go right to the side here, underneath my rib cage. And I'm gonna just really dig and reach. And reach again. And I'm breathing into the ball. Smashing up.